Good
Bum bum
morning,
bum 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 bum.
Bum 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 bum.
Good morning, Pius. What's up?
What I was feeling like we could talk about today is like a small question, make it a small episode
Let's do it.
about something.
Something.
One thing that I've heard you talk to people about a lot that I think would be a fun thing to talk about is the like simple ways to do meditation.
For example, what have you heard me say?
Well, I'm going to say it.
No, I want to know what context, what are you saying? Like, I don't, like...
Simple ways, so let me rephrase that. Simple ways to bring meditation in your life. That is not sitting in Padmasana and closing eyes and the what meditation is looked at as the meditation that people struggle with. If you take away that idea that people don't even want to start, a lot of people don't even want to start meditation. I've heard a lot of people saying I can't, too many thoughts come and I can't deal with it, so I don't even do it. And that's one maybe experience they had many years ago, and they don't even attempt to try it again. So with that context in mind.
Okay. Well, I was telling somebody this morning only, meditation doesn't have to be you sitting down, eyes closed, like you said, Padmasana, lotus posture. Well, spine being straight is essential, but I'll get to that in a moment. But it doesn't have to be that. Somebody cooking can be meditating, somebody praying can be meditating, somebody cleaning, doing jhadu can be meditating. Walking can be meditating. Now, let's not get into the technical words here. What is meditation? Oh, this is not meditation. This is dharana. This is that. We're not getting into all of that. We're just saying that, can I bring more awareness into this moment?
Yeah.
Right?
That's simple.
So let's just keep it simple like that. Matlab, if what Ram or Shyam, कि हमारा क्या काम? Sorry, I don't know where that came from. But anyway, so bringing awareness into a moment. You're doing something right now. I guess the listener is listening. Can you listen with more awareness? At this moment, can you bring more of you, more of your awareness, more of your attention? I don't like the word attention personally, but it is a good starting word for people to understand.
Yeah.
Because attention seems a little forced. And the only difference between attention or anything that is forced and meditation is that meditation is not forced. आप meditation करते नहीं हो, meditation होता है. We've heard our yoga teacher say that a lot. And we've experienced that a lot. So, can you bring more of you into this moment? And how can you do that? We can talk about that a bit. So, let's say you are making rotis. If you're making rotis, then you are thinking about that meeting that you have to go to that is at a very inconvenient time for you, let's say. Bringing more awareness into that roti would mean that you try and keep your thoughts on whatever you're doing with. So think about the roti. Now, you are very good at making rotis. You've been making rotis for 30 years. Unlike me, who's just for the last 1 month who has learned how to make rotis, and मैं तो फूली नहीं समाई हूँ. Again, roti pun has come out. So, I brought attention to what? The dough, let's say. There's a texture the dough has. There is, you can bring your attention to how your hands are moving as you belo the roti. You can bring your attention to when you take the chapati and put it on the tawa At that time, suddenly there is a certain amount of warmth that comes over the top of your palms, and you remove it and now there is no warmth. I then put my roti on the gas after that. I'm seeing that not a lot of people do that. Then, can I then, with more awareness, instead of using a karchi, see, now if your thoughts are on that meeting, please don't do this, because then jala doge apne aap ko, phir bologe ki Chetna ne kiya. But then if you just paltao the roti with your hand on the tawa, you do it with attention. That is another form of awareness. You put the roti on the gas. If you don't put it, whatever you do, you take it out, you put ghee. How is the ghee spreading? Let's expand that. You're sitting down and eating the roti now. How much more awareness, the word that people use often is mindfulness here, can you bring to eating that roti now? Some other ways to bring more awareness could be, because, at that time you'll be like, what am I going to think about a roti? I don't understand. What is she saying? Your roti, what is now your roti was once atta. What was then atta was once gehu. What was then gehu, pre-milled gehu was gehu as a plant. Before that was a baby plant. Before that it was a seed. There was a farmer involved who put that seed in the ground. There is water, soil. You can think about whatever you want in all of this. You don't have to actively sit and think too much. If for a period of 17 to 25 seconds, this is through my personal, a lot of my research, not research, experimentation. I've seen if for 17 to 25 seconds, you can keep your concentration, your attention. And here I purposefully use the words concentration and attention because this may have to be a little bit forced in the beginning. If you do that on any topic, you will see that automatically your mind will bring something similar into your awareness. And then just let it catch momentum. So one will bring another will bring another. And then at some point your mind will probably get bored and try to bring back something from the past or something that you tend to cyclically think of. What do we try cyclically think of? Something that happened in the past or something that's going to happen in the future.
Open loops.
Open loops. Not necessarily, just it does. Open loop means I know what this is about, right? It's not open loops and etc. Let's say repetitive thought patterns. I wouldn't say repetitive thoughts. Today it will be about a meeting. Now if you are on a holiday, it will be something similar. You will think it's two different things. It's actually not two different things. You are worrying about a meeting. Then you will worry about signing, like checking off one more thing on your itinerary. I want to go out and see everything. Or you will say, no, I just like to relax. But then you will be worrying about your spa appointment. So these are names and forms. These are ways to like hide something within something. Coming back to that roti. So you eat your roti, you can for 15-20 seconds in the beginning keep your attention on it. You can even start any work like this with a little bit of intention setting. Say I'm about to make my rotis and I want to be here now. मतलब क्या प्रॉब्लम है, रोटी बना रही हूँ, थोड़ा इंटेंशन के साथ बनाऊंगी, उसको मस्त तरीके से खाऊंगी, लोगों को खिलाऊंगी. Everybody will be happy. Anything that is made like that is eaten like that, it brings you way more value. You eating 2 rotis in this way will give you much more nutrition and benefit and happiness than eating 5 rotis and God knows how many vitamin tablets. So you are to in the now only. No, I'm not saying be in the now. You are to in the now only. Bring your awareness into the now also. Because wherever you are, whatever you are aware of, wherever your awareness goes, energy flows. So if you do that, you will see, try it out. There is no point of me listing and giving you 20 lists of benefits here. Unless there is something in your own practice, something in your own abhyas. There is no value to any number of podcasts you listen to, any number of YouTube videos you watch, or any number of books you read.
Yeah.
So this is, we spoke about roti. I'll give a few more examples.
No, I just want to add one more thing
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
roti.
Yeah.
Which is when you find yourself distracted, when
Yeah.
you're focusing and then your mind goes somewhere
Yes.
else. Just not bothering about the fact or justifying the fact that that your mind went over there, and just immediately come back to the roti. And immediately come back
like
to the
don't
roti.
feel bothered, don't judge yourself firstly for oh, I said I will think about roti, eat about roti, make about roti, and then you're like, oh, look at me. Don't judge yourself. A. B. Don't justify yourself. We as human beings have a great need to justify. So don't justify yourself. You went there. Khatam baat. Just come back to the roti, and don't try to resolve the matter that comes up. That is another thing. अरे यार इतना बड़ा मीटिंग है, थॉट तो आएगा ही ना. Don't try to justify. Don't also try to resolve. Oh, इतना बड़ा मीटिंग है तो क्या हुआ? अभी तो I will live in the present moment and I will keep my focus on the roti. Don't do that also. Let the thought come. Let the thought go. I guarantee you thoughts will come and go. There is also this false perception around meditation that people who meditate don't get thoughts, either during meditation or in life in general. No, they very much do get thoughts. There is a certain detachment from the thoughts. There is not this obsession that every thought that crosses my mind is so important and it must be put on a Rajgaddi, and everything that this thought says, I must serve it. That a good meditator won't do. But thoughts will come, thoughts will go. Why should thoughts not come and go? It's your mind, your thoughts are they're very helpful tools in your life. So they must come, but they must be allowed to go. Don't keep a lot of resistance in yourself. I feel for people who are doing this for the first time, setting an intention out front, saying that I'm about to do this task, whether it is roti making, whether it is washing dishes, whether it is going into a meeting, whether it is going for a walk. And this doesn't have to be, it has to be a half-an-hour segment. It can be a 5-minute segment also. It can be a 2-minute segment, 130-second segment also. But you can still enter with intention and exit with some amount of appreciation. I now don't love the word gratitude too much. Another day we will talk about that. Why? But you can leave with some amount of gratitude, some amount of thankfulness in your heart for the experience that you just had. And do that thing and do it. Just do it. Don't do anything else. You will see, just try it out. I don't know what you'll see. You'll see something. And if you see something of value, please comment, I guess. So we know. If you don't want to comment publicly, send Payas or me a personal note, I guess. If you don't want to do anything, totally cool. Because I'm really bad at replying anyway. So, there's that.
Let's just talk about one. You talk about roti making. Let's talk about one more context.
You talk about something. Give an example.
You talk.
But example to do.
Going out for a walk.
Going out for a walk. About to go out for a walk, ना?
थोड़ा
1 minute ले लो. 1 minute मतलब पूरा minute नहीं, 1 moment ले लो. Okay, from the window it looks like it's sunny. So know that when you go out, the sun is going to touch you and it's going to be a little warm. Don't go down and be like, garmi hai. Don't be like that. Try and not take your phone maybe. Again, I'm giving you like specifics. You don't have to do these specifics. You set your own intention. You set your own rules about it. But set 2 or 3 rules. Set an intention. I'm going to go for a walk for 10 minutes and I'm going to focus on my breath while I walk. Coming back to your breath in everything that you do will help you. And what does that mean? You don't have to be some like huge pranayam doer every morning to come back to your breath. Are you breathing right now? Check.
Yes.
Bas. Come back to that. I'm breathing right now. I am here. So just come back to it. And
breath is very useful as the one thing to keep constant, because it's always a thing that's accessible to keep going back to.
Yeah.
If
you're alive,
it's probably
there. Check.
It's probably there.
Just check, you'll know. How can I tell? But anyway, jokes aside, going for a walk, set a little bit of an intention. I would suggest not taking your phone, or at least putting it on airplane mode if you do. If you want to listen to music, that's also okay. And then just see, okay, what are the temperatures? What are the trees? What are the flowers? How is my leg feeling? Is one foot and then other foot falls and the other foot falls? Is each of it feeling similar? Each of it feeling different? Is my breath changing? How are my hands moving? How are my clothes feeling in comparison to the weather that is out there? And all of this is not just that, those 5 minutes, those 10 minutes of yours are better because of it. Your whole life will be better because of it, because of even doing it that one time. You'll realize, it looks like this, but I thought I feel cold, but I actually feel hot. You have a mindset. A lot of children, a lot of people have come and told me, मुझे तो ठंड नहीं लगती. People say this a lot. बड़े एकदम ऐसे के साथ, या मुझे तो बहुत ठंड लगती है. भाई, what is this? मुझे ठंड लगती है या नहीं लगती? Why have you decided it? You go out and see. Are you feeling hot or are you feeling cold?
It's like you've taken a decision for your life that I will either feel very cold or very...
I was exactly like this.
Very hot.
Yeah.
Because no matter what you're actually feeling, you have to stick with that thing.
Yeah. Or then some little ways they create for, नहीं आज तो ना मुझे बहुत बुखार है तो मुझे लग रही है. Nothing is fixed, nothing is set in stone. Just see what is there now, what you're feeling now, what needs to be done now, what you want to do now, and how you want to do it. And do it. And khatam. Bas.
It's good fun.
Good fun. Try it out. See, this is, if you're going to hear this and you're going to be like, isko try karenge zarur ek din. Don't do it.
You'd rather pause this right now and then take 1 minute and do
1
something.
minute. Yeah. Or if you don't, if you're so lazy, because I'm totally lazy, so I always have a soft corner for anybody who's lazy, then you can practice it with listening to the rest of this podcast. Yeah. Listen to it with intention. Yeah. Pause it here. Say, okay, I am going to listen to the rest of the podcast with blah, blah. Okay? Set your intention. And listen. Just listen. You have 5 sense organs. Each organ is taking data in, and you can become more keen towards that data coming in. Yeah. More keen towards processing that data. Focus on your breath a little bit as you're listening to this. Just see. Also one more thing I will say, because for beginners, when you're going to do this, even if you're going to do it for 5 minutes, even if you're going to do it for 10 minutes, 1 minute, just check, how am I feeling before the activity and how am I feeling post the activity. And that will tell you whatever you need to know. And if you care about yourself enough, you will automatically just do more of it.
I love this. I think we should end now.
Yay! Okay.
Okay, see you everyone.
See you.
Chetna.
I'll see you immediately, Pius.
Bye.
Bye.